Hi, my name is Kevin Haggith. I'm the lower school principal on the Hongqiao main campus for grades 1 to 5. Uh, I'm going to do this little bit of a clip today to go through to help you out. We've had two sessions where we've had an opportunity to talk to parents. One we actually brought you to the school, and the other was a coffee morning. We wanted to leave this resource with you so that it's something you can refer back to, whether you're a parent that's already spoke to us and just wants some more reminders, or if you're someone new to the school and this, hopefully this is useful to you to give you an idea of what your new grade 1 student will be in for. The school does a great job of going through and preparing for this. This is something we do every year. We bring on about 120 grade 1s onto the campus who are new not only to SCIS, some of them, but new to the campus for sure, and some of the processes and procedures. We take great time and patience, especially in those grade 1 classrooms, to make sure that the kids are prepared and successful going through. So we make sure that they know the little processes, and we teach them things. A number of those first days are really spent helping them get to know their environment and how to manage in it. One of those important people at the school is Director of Schools, Dan Estruth. Dan, who's actually worked at the ECE himself one time. We do see him around campus quite a bit. He oversees the Pudong campus, the ECE campus, and the Hongqiao campuses. There's a transition this year. So I've been the principal for the past 6 years. A new principal coming in, Rachel McLeod, will be with you come August. Rachel is outstanding in her PYP experience. She's an experienced principal. She'll be a great asset to the school, and she's very excited to be with you. Christy provides a super valuable role for us this year in her 6 years of experience with the school, and then to helping the transition to a new principal. She knows all those processes and routines and things that have gone before, so she'll be very helpful over the upcoming months in planning for the new school year. Other people that help us all along the way, the next couple of slides will be about some of those support people in there. Kids who need some help with their English language, whether it's they're coming speaking no English, or they just need some topping up on their academic language and understanding. We have a team of people that are, for one, testing and looking for that. And then they'll come in and support them, whether most of it's through shared classroom experiences. Occasionally it's withdrawal, but mostly inside the classrooms. These EAL teachers will come in and support the kids who need it. We also have a counselor who looks for those social emotional needs, helps with a great deal with the transition in the planning from kindergarten to grade 1, but there to support with social emotional needs, friendships, those personal skills that kids need and are growing so quickly out at this age. Academic support, we have a couple ways. Sometimes a teacher might refer someone for academic support from what they've seen in the classroom. We also come across those kids when we do sort of standardized testing across the grade, when we see some kids that might need some boosting up in different areas. One way of doing that, of course, is with technology. And we have a person in campus who's basically responsible for seeing where we can integrate and bring in technology when it's useful to support our grade 1 kids. Lisa and Sarah, Lisa on the left, Sarah on the right there, are critical to our running of our school. And they also actually have had a long history with us as well. So there's great background and history with them in here, but certainly helpful in those resources. You're welcome to contact them. They will let you know what's going on and information, but they're super helpful to the running of the school. So you're coming together. We'll have approximately 120 kids, 6 classroom with about 20 kids, grade 1s next year. It's been that way for a few years now. We expect to stay the same. You have a good group of you will be coming from the ECH, from the SCIS ECE up the road. That'll create the bulk of our the kids coming in. And then we'll be joined from ECE kids from a number of other schools who see SCIS as being the next step in that journey. And you're welcome to the campus. There's lots of things to learn. You've made a good choice. There's lots of opportunities to connect for parents. POF is probably the most prominent group on there who helps organize social events. One of the big ones, it's something to look forward to, and hopefully we see this year, is the International Food Festival. That's a really well-run event. And then they take money raised from there, and you'll see it throughout the year where they support the kids with that. But there are opportunities, and we are looking after moms and dads and looking for opportunities to get to know you better and get you on campus. We'll give you a brief idea of what the sort of the structure of the day looks like. If you've been at the ECE, and it's the same PYP program you're continuing on in, so there's not going to be vast difference in our approach and education. There's no big leap from kindergarten to grade 1. It's the step from kindergarten to 1 is the same it is from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, and later on from 5 to 6. So we'll give you a basic framework of what that looks like. Our typical day, we have a 45-minute classroom structure, and generally those rules go towards music, PE, art, Mandarin. The other 75% of the day is spent with your homeroom teacher. That homeroom teacher has the flexibility to expand. For example, if we had a really good math lesson going on the day and the kids are digging deeper and I wanted to extend that 45 minutes to 60 or 70 minutes, that's quite okay inside of that homeroom time. So we divide it up into nice little neat spaces, but the spaces don't always fit the kids' learning, and they certainly have permission to go beyond that. There's 2 recesses, one in the morning and one at recess time that gets the kids out and playing, gives them a chance to run around and be kids. Buses arrive at the school between 7:30 and 8. The school day itself runs from about 8 to 3 o'clock. Buses go home at 3 o'clock. There are ASAs after school, but there's no buses at the end of the ASA time. So ASAs would typically run 3 sessions over the course of the year. And they run from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, there's pickup at the school. The pickup there, we have about 100 buses that come down to campus to pick up. Here you're seeing them lined up ready for kids to get on at the end of the day, but they stay on that inner loop. Buses, the kids are either on buses and doors locked or coming off. They're not moving around kids. So they're basically most of the action is on this back field. There's IEs on each of the bus. Particularly at the beginning of the year when our grade 1s are new, we'll make sure that the IEs are out on the playground and they're looking for the kids. On the back of that number, the big number that the child's holding here, there is a list of the kids and identification. So each IE, each teacher, each IE, each step of the process, we're looking to make sure that those kids are arriving where they're supposed to. A number of special events for your kids throughout the year. We certainly have lots of opportunities from everything from Swim Fest to Halloween celebrations to field days to performances. Your kids are busy people. There's lots there. We try to take every opportunity to get parents to come on and witness, enjoy that as well. Sorry, we'll come through. There's a number of programs for your kids to get involved in, sort of come in and interact inside the school. Sometimes there's cultural opportunities that different countries offer. We've had Girl Scouts on campus. There's after-school activities, of course. But there's a number of opportunities beyond what is just the curriculum and the structured day that your kids have to participate, to share with kids, and to grow skills in various areas. Communication is run through. You can see there the last one, the bulletin. The bulletin is changing a little bit. It comes out every Friday as a PDF document. That's changing and going to a blog that will be attached to our website. It'll be a much more dynamic way of communicating, allow for a lot more to be put up there in a more timely fashion. The website itself has a lot of opportunities for you. You can come on, look at, there's resources there, there's documents, our curriculum's listed there. There'll be on a calendar, a whole year calendar, and you can help you to plan the year and keep active. Seesaw has turned out to be a wonderful tool for our kids to communicate and show learning throughout the day. This girl has just taken a picture of a piece of writing. She's doing audio over top of it and sharing with mom and dad what the learning intention was. Sometimes the teachers will insert and put in the standard there so you can see the work that's being done. It's not every day, but it's quite a regular communication. You will notice that drops down a little bit from the ECE. It's pretty busy in grade 1, but it deteriorates a little bit over the time. There just isn't the need nor suggested idea that we're looking over their shoulder all the time as the kids take more responsibility for their learning as they grow up. There is a handbook that you should become familiar with. It tells you a lot about what we do at the school. That'll be released to you digitally. You can request it any time. There's a digital copy of it. We send it out repeatedly throughout the year as we talk about things. But it is a good resource to say what our philosophy is behind the things that we do, what we do, how we handle discipline issues and bus trips, and the philosophy of our curriculum and our approach to the things that we do here. There is a process set up to communicate and make sure you're informed. So please be patient. Class lists will come out. They'll come out, usually it's about the week before teachers come back. So 2 weeks before the first day of school, there'll be class lists will be released. It'll tell you your teacher who'll be connecting with you. The teacher themselves in the week before school will send a detailed letter helping you for those first days of school and weeks, introduce themselves. There is not a big demand for the kids arriving on those first couple of days. We are not having these large copious lists of materials and resources. That's not there. Your child can arrive uniformed or not, but they can arrive and start the school year at the beginning. No hassles there. So please don't worry about the preparation for that first day of school. It's meant to be very manageable. We also have an orientation opportunity that you'll hear about later. The admissions communication part, there is usually an email coming out from admissions, usually the end of July and August, and that will tell you some critical contact things about transportation, uniforms, health reporting, different things like that. That'll help get you started well ahead of times. But there is a structure of communications that'll come out to you on a regular basis to make sure you're informed and ready for the year. We have, there's always questions and things that come up, and whether something's unique to your situation or you have a specific concern, please address the questions to us. You can contact us. Christy, because I'm quite happy to answer questions now, but Christy be your more long-term connection, her being here next year. So feel free to email Christy at the address on the screen there to answer questions. But please do keep in mind that there's a lot of information that's going to be coming out to you more towards the later part of the summer and the beginning of the school year to make sure you're up and ready to go. I hope this is helpful to you. Please don't struggle, don't worry, don't fret over things. We do think about this process a lot, and if it is causing you some stress and anxiety, please reach out to us and help us, and we can help you alleviate that. Okay, thank you. It's very much a privilege to invite you and show you this information and invite you over to our campus. We wish we could have you on and wandering around. It's just not the reality it is right now. But best of luck to all of you. I hope you get a chance to enjoy this summer. Again, if you have any questions, please contact us. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.